Hello and welcome to the Brian's Game. I am Brian. Today I've got a game called Island Hopper. Island Hopper is a 3 to 5 player set collection game by Scott Almes and published by Eagle Gryphon Games. In this game, players are trying to complete contracts by flying goods to various islands. The catch is that there's only one plane, and the player who's captain wears a blindfold so they can't even see where they're going. If you can bribe the captain to fly to the island you want, and they actually make it there, you complete your contract. You get the cash the contract is worth, and you save the card until the end of the game. Then you get a bonus if you manage to complete sets of 3 more goods. So let's check it out, and I'll show you how to bid for a captain, how to fly a plane blindfolded, and how to earn money with tourists in Island Hopper. To set up, place the compass island in the center of the table, then place the 6 single good islands around that. So we've got those there. Then we place the 6 double good islands and put those around that. So these ones have 2 goods on them, and then the rest have 1. So this one has the 1 dingo good on it. This one has the dingo good and the griffin good. So you're going to need a lot of table space. These are actually kind of scrunched in for what you want. These are about good, but you want these a little further out. Normally, you want all of them to be about 6 inches apart. So this is going to take up your entire table. So then take the timer deck and get the last round card. Set it aside. Then shuffle all of these. And I'm going to take 2 of them randomly. And then I'm going to shuffle these. Then I'm going to stick it on the bottom. So now the last round card is one of the last 3 rounds. So we can have 6 to 8 rounds. So then I'm going to put these about right here. Alright, then take the contract deck, shuffle it, and then give each player 3 cards. So we're going to be playing a 4-player game. And we're going to put that there, and then we're going to flip over the top 3. Alright, then give each player a player screen. So, put one there, here. Then we're going to take all the money, and then we give each person $10 in coins, so everybody gets 5. They put this behind their shield. And then 5 ones, so 3, 5. So to save room, I'm going to keep this money off the side. Then place all of the wooden goods tokens onto the center island. Make sure to take note of what is north, south, and east, west, as that will help instead of up, down, left, right. So the directions are very important because I'm going to give out tokens so they're exactly the same. So you give 3 tokens to each player. So during the flying phase, while the captain's flying, everybody else gets 3 words that they can say during the game, and not during that round. And you can say north, south, east, west, and then they will move their hand accordingly. Then give the captain token to the youngest player. We're now ready to begin. So this game takes place in rounds. Each round has the following phases. The new round card, which is this, so we're going to start with that. And we put 2 coins on each island with the tower icon on it. So that means 2 here, 2 here, 2 here, there. So those 3 islands get the 2 coins on them. Then the next phase is bid for captain. So we're going to bid for the captain. So, when bidding for the captain, we start with the player to the left of the captain right now. They begin the bid, so they begin with 0 and up. Right now, the highest you can bid is 10. But this player has to bid. All the other players could pass and leave this player, so they're going to bid 0. They're going to bid 1. He's going to pass because he doesn't really want to be captain, actually. So on the cards, they have these little islands on them. So they have amounts of money up here. I think it's 3 to 7, or 3 to 7. And when you complete the contract, you get that much money. So it also has these little symbols on it, and that makes it easier to score. I'll talk about that later. And then it has a picture of the island. So if you have a tourist card, you want to be the captain. So I wonder if any of these players have to be, because they're kind of rare. Nope, we don't. Oh, there we go. So this player wants to be captain. So this one's actually the better tourist. You get two coins for each little island that you land on. So this player does. So he's going to bid 2, just because. He's going to pass. So we've got 1 and 2, so 3. He's trying to push the bid, so let's go 4. And they're going to say 5, pass. So they have to pay 5. So get the 5. They pay it to the bank. Then they get this cool captain token, and then we bring in the timer. So I forgot to put this in earlier. You just kind of place it off to the side. So 3, 2, 1, go. No negotiation phase. So now we're going to bribe the captain. So now we're gonna all look at our cards and decide which islands we want the player to go to. So I'm gonna go. This island's really good. You should go to this island. I'm gonna put 3 there, so it's more than those. So you should go to those islands. Everybody else is kind of all doing that, adding their coins to islands, making it good for that player to go there. So we keep doing this until the timer is out. We're gonna put this 5. Nah, we're gonna put let's put a 5 there. That's 7. You should. That's a good island. All right. So when the timer runs out, time, and then it is the flying phase. So now the captain puts the blindfold on. That is not blindfold, not included. So you gotta bring your own blindfold. So the captain puts the blindfold on, and then he gets to fly the plane. So first, they get to choose the islands they want to go to. So first, they choose the first island they want to go to. So they're gonna do this one, and they have to use the tower on it. So they're going to put the blindfold on, well, take the tower token, then put the blindfold on. Then they're going to and then they're gonna try to get as close as they can. So sometimes they're right on it, sometimes they're off a bit, sometimes they're off a lot. So let's say I'm off a little bit. So this player really wants them to go there. So he's going to give up one of his tokens and say southwest. So that's south and west. And then when he believes it's over the place, you can say drop. So each word that you say counts as 1. And that lasts the whole round. So now he has to do the other 3, since you fly as many times as there are players. This player now only gets to say 1 word. Now these players may use their tokens to move the player away from the island. Now, in order to get both of these, I don't want to do this one first and do the dingo there, because then I can't do the dingo there. So we're going to do this one. So actually, we're going to do the griffin first, because it's... And then if we... Alright, so we're going to go. We're going to kind of fly. So we're going to get some wrong directions from over here. We're going to go... Let's go east, so they're going to move it off. And then they're going to say drop. So they didn't land it. So that means that this gets to stay there, and then we get to do the dingo. So now you can choose to go here. We're going to go here again, just because we have an idea where it is. And also I forgot, if you want to use your tourist, you have to reveal it before you start. So actually I'm using this tourist. Alright, so we're going to go the dingo and go here again. So, and we're going to get some correct directions this time, and kind of get it on and drop it. So we're gonna do this again, kind of just drop it. If it is leaning off, like so, it is touching the ground. If it is touching the table at all, it's counted out. Now if it's hanging off, but it's not touching the table, it's fine also. I think if it's laying on the money, it's okay. So it could be out like that, and it'd be fine, as long as it's touching the island, and it's not like that. So as long as it's touching the island and it's not touching the table, it's good. So now the captain takes all of the money of the islands that they made it onto, and then they put it into their money supply. So there we go. Now also we made it to 1, 2, 3 islands, so we get 6 money because of the tourist. Oh, drop that one. So 6 money, and then this card is discarded. So we're gonna put this off the table for now, and then everybody else collects their contracts. So if they made it to your island, you get to take it and play it. So I get 6 money because he did my contract. And then I get to put it beneath my shield. And now at the end of the game, I get these icons, and I'll talk about that in a minute. So if you have 2 of the same card and you score it, you get the matters combined. So 3 plus 3 is 6. You get those. And you get both of these. And so since the captain does not score, so even if I had this card, I do not get to score for it. And then this one, got that one, $5. And Miss Dingo Island. Alright, so now I guess all of these kind of go back to the players. They get to use them again for the next round. And then now we do the drawing phase. So now each player, so the players that scored or use a tourist now only have 2, 1, or 0 cards. Now you get to go around from starting with the player to the left of the captain. They get to draw first. So they like this one because it's got a lot of money on it. Actually, no, we're gonna do this one because somebody, I've already put money on it and I want it to be drawn. I'm gonna get a bonus for it. So now we reveal it. This player likes the tourist. They're gonna take the tourist. Flip. This player is gonna take the 6. This flips over, and they're gonna take 5. And then we do the entire thing all over again. We bid for captain, then we, actually, first we flip this over, see what it says, +2 on each cap. There's also a card in here that says off-season, -1 from all islands, and you take 1 off of every island. And then you take all the goods back to the island, and then you do it again, and again, and again, until you get to the last round token, the last round card. So we're going through, and, ooh, only 6 rounds that time. So this one is the last round, so after this the game is over, and then you will score. So on the shield it shows the scoring. So you get, starting with 3 and up, you get $5 for every card. So number of a symbol. So if you have 3 cat symbols, you'll get 5. Now if you have 5 cat symbols, you'll have 15, and then let's say if you had 8 cat symbols, you would have 30, you'd get 30 coins. So you count up your money, plus your bonus from your cards, and then player with the most points wins. So just real quick, I'm gonna look at this. An example, finished thing would kind of look like this, just to give you an idea. So I would score griffins, I would get 5. I wouldn't score any for cats since I only have 2. I wouldn't score any for dingoes since I only have 2. I don't score any for the old guys because I only have 2, and then I get 4, that's 15, so I get 10, and then 10 points for the towers. So that's an example. That's how to play Island Hopper.
Okay, got my dad here for a parent's opinion. So Dad, what do you think of Island Hopper?
I had a lot of fun with Island Hopper. It is a little bit of a dexterity game, so I think it was a little bit hard to play with real little kids, but I still think this is a great family game. A lot of fun.
Yeah, so, yeah, don't stake the entire game on a little kid making a drop.
That was your fault.
What was I supposed to do? I was gonna lose otherwise. Alright.
Components.
So the components, is this a prototype? Or is it just a pre...
It's a pre-release copy.
All right.
Yep.
So it's final. Alright, so all the pieces are wooden, and it's really cool, and then there's an upgrade that you could get to make the little cardboard things, mouse pad.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was part of the Kickstarter. You can make the islands made out of mouse, like neoprene little mats.
But would it slide off?
I don't think so. Maybe it would be bouncy. I don't know. That's a good point. I mean, it kind of bounced on the cardboard, too. So.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, so the cardboard islands, the cool little wooden things. Now, one thing that this game needs is a blindfold. So you have to still apply your own blindfold.
Yeah. It's not too bad.
Not too bad. If all else fails, you have somebody else just cover up your eyes.
No, that'd be cheap.
No, somebody else, not you.
The cards are nice.
Yeah, the cards. Do they have a finish?
I think so, yeah.
So, artwork. There's not a ton of artwork except for all the cards and all the islands and the box. So, there we go. All the cards have the artwork of the islands on them and then the different tourists. So the islands are cool because every single one's different with the different companies, the company logos on them. And then the island, like some of them have more trees or some of them have bigger beaches.
The tourists are different.
So,
and
yeah.
it has a kind of a minimalist feel to it.
And then the front of the box is awesome. It's got this cargo plane flying and stuff dropping out the back. I think it's cool.
Yeah, they did a good job with the art.
So strategy. There's not very much strategy except for, well,
The whole game.
yeah, except for the whole game. So you're taking the coins, and then you have to bid if you want to be captain. So captain, you usually get a lot of money if you're good at it, and if people bribe you a lot.
Well, yeah, I guess it depends on who you're playing with. So this is a bidding game.
So if you're playing with stingy people, they'll be captain.
Yeah, but if people are throwing down money, then yeah, it's good to be captain. Somebody has to be the captain.
Yeah.
So you can't be it every time because person to the left of the captain has to start the bid. I guess you could if you spend a lot of
Wanted to.
money. Yeah, but then you're not going to get the end game bonuses, and I think that's really where the set collection part of this game comes in. Is at the end with the end game bonuses. If you can get 4 or 5 of the same icon, and then if you can get the islands that have 2 icons and get 3 or 4 of those, I think then you'll be set. That's a pretty good
All right.
strategy.
Now once again, not the staking the whole game on little kid, but a different thing. Just because you're going for sets doesn't mean you throw all your money out there bidding for it. Another speaking from experience. I got 50, 60 points from my cards. I had to stack that thick. And I still lost because I had no money behind my screen.
Yeah, you were bribing too much, and you gave all your money to your brother.
Yeah. He beat us so bad.
So yeah, and then there's also the drafting part. So you always get 3 cards. There's a little bit of a draft. Kind of reminds me of Ticket to Ride. You can take from the top, or you can take one that you see. So there's a little bit of decision making there too. And then how much you bid. I mean, you only get like $4, between $4 and $7 for contracts, so you never want to throw out more than you're going to make on the thing, right?
Well,
Unless
make sure to take into account the cards.
the end game bonus as well. The tourist cards,
They're not that beneficial.
well, they don't come out very often. There's not very many of
there's
them.
not very many of them.
There's a couple games that we played where we didn't really even see many tourists, because I think that's supposed to help people want to be the captain. Because generally you don't want to be the captain, right? Because then you're not getting money from your contracts. But if you have tourists, then it kind of sweetens it a little bit. And then the round card when
When you add to.
yeah, but when you the last one, I guess that's
yeah.
really to help the captain more than entice somebody to be the captain. But yeah, I don't know what it would be like if it had a little bit more tourists.
A little more bidding for the captain, I guess.
Yeah.
I've got a handful of them. So, easy for kids. I mean, yeah, we played it with a 6-year-old and he beat us because we had the same cards and we were fighting over them.
Yeah, but we were also being nice to him.
We were.
But I think this is good. I mean, even elementary school age can play it. Middle school age will definitely be able to get into this one. Doing the blindfold, flying around. When I was watching people play this at Origins, they were having a good time. There was people, trying to mess with each other by giving them,
Wrong
directions when wrong clues. So, but that's easily, mitigated by listening to who you put the money on there, right?
Hey, I'll bribe you to say this.
Yeah. But it was a lot of fun. And doing the blindfold, I think the kids really like being blindfolded and try to deliver the goods. But yeah, they're not the greatest. So that's the dexterity part, which isn't. I mean, some people say, "Ooh, dexterity! Don't want to play dexterity games." I mean, this isn't.
Not that bad.
Yeah.
It's not flick 'em up where it's only dexterity. This
Yeah,
has-
and people are helping you. They're
Yeah.
they're giving you clues.
Yeah, this has a ton of different things. It has a ton of strategy, so it's not just dexterity.
Yeah. Set collection and the bidding.
So it has a lot of different elements and mechanics.
Yep.
So overall, it's a really great game. I had a lot of fun with this. We played it a ton of times. We took it up in the treehouse and almost played it.
Yeah, I saw this one on Kickstarter. I was really excited about it. And so when I saw this one at Origins, I definitely wanted to try it out. And it did not disappoint. It's another great one by Scott Almes.
Thank you for watching Brian's Got Game. Please like us on our Facebook page. Send us a tweet at Brian's Got Game. Visit our webpage, briansgotgame.com. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. I'm Brian. This is my dad. See you next time.